Hello everyone, my name is Denise Atkinson and I'm an associate consultant at Slalom, and I'm also a graduate, as Heather just said, of the Supermum's Salesforce training programme. I'm just going to say a few words about my transition from my previous career into the world of consultancy and how I utilise my skill set from my old job into my new job into the new sector of consultancy. So previous to working in the Salesforce ecosystem, I had a long career, I'm not going to age myself, but it was very long career in marketing, where I specialised in B2C, business to consumer, multi-channel marketing. I worked predominantly for high street retailers, UK high street retailers. So the main one was, for many years, was Dixons, Currys, PC World, Carphone Warehouse, in all their different guises of brands that they were and are now. And also for a couple of manufacturers, one of them being Beko, the Turkish white goods manufacturer. So quite big corporates, so that was my world. About 2 years ago, I decided I wanted to look for a new challenge away from retail marketing, mainly due to the ever-increasing volatility of the UK retail sector. And I came across Salesforce and I enrolled on the Supermum's admin course. This was quite daunting, and as Heather sort of alluded to, it's a bit of imposter syndrome because I'm used to marketing tech, but I'm not very good at using it. And it was like, can I do this? Should I be going into this area? I had a friend who actually works at Salesforce and she was really supportive. And she said, no, your skill sets are great for it. You've got that mindset. So I thought, okay, let's do it. But it is daunting when you're leaving somewhere you're very knowledgeable about, and it's a big step going into the unknown. What was good about the Supermum's course was it didn't just focus on getting the cert and kicking you out the door. It provided, for me, a mentor. So my mentor was there every week and on call when I needed him. And he was a great support, not just technically, but sort of, emotionally, that sounds, he was an emotional support as well, through the 12 weeks of the course. And also Heather did some coaching sessions in there as well. So it let us all take a step back and focus on ourselves, on what was important, and also to look at the bigger picture of what we were trying to achieve. One of this area, I'll just pick on one area, which made me realise that I did have transferable skills that were valuable, but I didn't realise that, was when we did a part of the course on agile management. So I had no idea what agile management was, knew nothing about it. I wouldn't even say I knew what project management was. So when you talk about agile and sprints and scrums, scrum to me is something that rugby players do. 8 of them form a pack and boom, they play rugby. So if someone had asked me in an interview, do you know anything about agile or agile project management, I would have said, no, absolutely not. End of question. But sort of taking a step back and being on the course and with the coaching, I sort of understood that a lot of the skills I had, I could run a multi-channel marketing, national marketing campaign in my sleep. But all the skills that I was using to do that for many years were actually elements of agile project management. So it was about taking my past experience, building on it, and then having the confidence, because as Heather said, women especially are not very confident to go outside the comfort zones. And into saying, actually, no, I've not got any agile experience, but what I do have is experience of running marketing campaigns, which actually is the same skills, same organisational techniques, and you go about it in the same way, and this is how you do it. And during my interview at Slalom, I've got 0 consultancy experience. I had a year's worth of Salesforce admin and marketing cloud experience, 0 consultancy experience. But that's sort of how I approached the interview, selling my skill set. And fortunately it worked because they gave me a job. And it's brilliant there, absolutely love it. So I now use agile project management on a daily basis. And while I've learned a few things, mainly the terminology, I now know what everything means, in the proper sense of the word, not in the rugby sense of the word. I sort of fundamentally just use the skill set I already had. So it deep down, you've got that. But it's bringing it out and have the confidence to bringing it out without thinking people are going to laugh at you or just cut you down. So there's probably 3 things I pass on from my experience was, so firstly, we all know more than we think we know, and especially not just in a work life, but in a personal life. We juggle households, even booking a holiday, even doing the school concert, mustard coloured tights because they're a tree or whatever it is. You know, we do all that. We take all that in our stride, and it shouldn't be underestimated how many things we just juggle on a daily basis. And don't be intimidated by people and work and terminology. You know, now I just go in and I ask all the time. I ask something at least twice a day. And today somebody was asking me about marketing terms, which was really nice because it turned it all on its head. And they were saying, oh, what does double opt-out mean? I was going, haha, I know that. So I can help you. And I think the third one is just about spending time, taking a step back and getting to understand the knowledge and the skills you've got, and thinking how you can translate those into the world of consultancy, because I'd never really done that. You know, you go into an interview and you roll them off pat when you're in the same industry, because you know what that company, what that job is looking for. But it took quite a bit of thought about how I could sell that skill to a different industry. So that was well worth the investment in time. As I say, you know, consultancy lectures, sessions were part of the Supermums courses as well. So I think that's what set me on the road with that. So yeah, that's sort of my experience. So thank you for listening.